Hello there, it's Tony Mills, Soul Whisperer, Energetic Wisdom. Today I'd like to talk about quite a debilitating condition. It's Dupuytren's disease, Contracture. Okay, and that involves the tendons of the hands tightening up, so they pull one or two fingers inwards. Okay, so it's a kind of contracture in that way. I wish it was kind of Smith or Jones instead of Dupuytren's, the job to say, but it is debilitating because because it's your hands and you're using your hands all the time. It can really hold you up in life. Now, it was discovered by Dupuytren, who actually had a way of operating on that. But we've got to get to the cause, and behind it is the emotion. And this is where I come in, because Annie, my wife, she had this condition, and it looked like it might take some time, but it didn't take all that long, really, by working on these emotions that eventually a hand released. Not all that long. So this is why I'm giving you this video, because it is possible. You think this can't be done, it can be done. So there's some kind of an unresolved childhood trauma, very often in this case, where you're unable to hang on to your mother when threatened by circumstances. Due to your mother's stressful circumstances, you may have been emotionally absent when she may have been emotionally absent when you really needed her. And your past trauma created a fear of losing what you've achieved. All the time, you'll notice it's holding on in some way or other. Others may be relying on your ability to be successful in order for their needs to be met, making you feel responsible for others' happiness and success. All right. Over-responsibility will be one of your themes in your life. An inability to control the stress in life can activate the symptoms of the condition. Okay. Ancestral trauma is a big thing. We forget about ancestral trauma, but we are the result of our ancestors. If you think about it, we carry our parents' feelings, their emotions, their beliefs, and we can pick those up. Okay, well, they've picked those up in turn from their parents and down the line, and very strong situations may have happened down with the ancestral trauma. And so we can be carrying this ancestral trauma as well, especially if it's something really very severe that's happened in the past. So ancestral trauma related to the loss of a child and families being torn apart have been a big influence. You can see how this can affect us. Childhood disappointments and conflicts would have been triggered when any feelings of powerlessness surfaced. Okay, this can make you feel alone in your desires and needs. This then evolved into a hardening attitude. You think how literal everything is. Hardening attitude, okay, due to the past felt injustice resulting in a hardening of attitudes of anger and borderline hatred. And hatred is a word, you may not be a hateful person, but so that's even more reason to hide it. You're a nice person hiding hatred. You see, you'll hide even more if you're a nice person. The justification was used to hold tightly onto the truth. With tendon problems in general, there's a deep conflict between what you think you should be doing and what your inner voice is saying to what you want to do. The result is an excessive self-control and fear of letting go. I mean, the conclusion is that feelings are held tightly when there's a perceived threat. So it's just like having, the saying is having sand in the palm of your hand. The tighter you hold it, the more it slips through your fingers. So it's a need to control. Very often, having been controlled as a child will be the theme. Then in your life, you feel you've got to hang on to life and control, and you may be seen as controlling, but the reason it is because you have been controlled as a child and you can't let go. By letting go and relaxing into this, things begin to change. And by working with these emotions, it makes such a difference. and this is where I work. I do have other videos on my website about other conditions as well, in which I've had a great deal of success actually with releasing all these emotions that have caused these problems, some of them big problems, like physical, emotional, spiritual. By addressing the emotions, things begin to change and the real you begin to reappear. Okay, so hope that's helped. And if you need any more help, you can visit my website and also subscribe to my my videos, and we might be able to take you further in your life. Okay, and all the best to you all.